we're gonna have to be without Metal Slime Hunt's Iron Wit now, guys. It's a shame. So sad. I mean, see, look at what he wrote. Without his iron wit, apparently his wit is clad in iron. So I'm back. Bobo's an old English bulldog. He's about 12 years old, and there's no one in the house but me, and of course I'm isolated. He's just super angry because the puppy is in her kennel, and she's playing around and she's being nice and quiet, and this old bulldog's like, "Fuck you! I'm the only one allowed to have fun around here!" Rrrr! And the puppy's like, "Fuck you! I'm in a goddamn kennel. You can't possibly fucking reach me!" Rrrr. And the bird in his fucking cage in the goddamn corner of the house is like, "This sounds fucking awesome. I'm gonna just start fucking making random noises." The bulldog's like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna bark at you too!" And then me upstairs in this fucking room are like, "Shut the fuck up!" Good job, Lethal. You informed everyone. I wasn't going to do that, because this was a surprise broadcast. So, backbreaking labor. And now there are dogs barking outside. Because, I don't know, school buses or some shit. Sounds like the right time. Well, I'm resentful, and I am made of money, and I don't feel like hurting myself. Fuck it. Gotta pay someone else to do it. I have money. I'm made of money. Fuck you people. The fee for the job is $1,200. $1,200. There, I said it for you. Say over my dead body I'll finish it myself? No, what I'm going to say is medical expenses cost more than $1,200. Peace of mind is expensive these days, but worth it. You could have really gotten hurt. I know, the biggest motherfucking couch ever. Maybe the townhouse was like a second story or some shit. I know, Furist. About a VCR. And now Bobo is whining downstairs because it's like he's not allowed to have fun. And I went down there and I yelled at him. And he's so lonely and he can't have nice things. Shut up, Bobo! Go back to playing Gran Turismo, goddammit! Fucking dog. Alright, we're good. Keep going. During a quiet time, you begin to reflect on your life, your accomplishments, and the people around you to whom you have formed attachments. You have lived the majority of your life, and now seems as good a time as any to take inventory. As you look around, you find that there are those much younger than you who have accomplished more. You have friends who have beautiful wives and large vacation houses in the country. You know people who have grown up to be great thinkers and scientists. There are people living who have made great contributions to society. As have I, to supporting such novel concepts as a trash compactor which converts the garbage into electricity for the purposes of heating. I've supported such great things with my creativity and my entrepreneurship. And there are many people who've achieved far less than I have. So cool for them for having their townhouses and, great mansions with the stables and pony girls and what the fuck ever. But I'm happy. But I will seek guidance all the same. Why not? Why not? I didn't think that was an appropriate response. You must be either quite healthy or you are resistant to facing some of the typical worries associated with this time of life. In case you are interested, some of your friends are finding themselves terribly ambivalent about their lives right about now. They are experiencing mood swings, bouts of guilt, shame, and anxiety. Even panic. Well, things happen. See, like I said, Zartine's doing just fine. Zartine almost got himself killed because the Chucklefucks poisoned him whenever he was a baby. And he got into a bunch of bullshit fights with only 3% physical and did a lot of dangerous things in his day. He lives with no regrets. He could have died young, but only the good die young. So Zartine is a bad, bad man, and he gives no fucks anymore. Since you are not experiencing any of these things, it would be inappropriate to offer words of encouragement. I hope your outlook remains as positive throughout the rest of the game. Fourth wall, you have been broken. Fuck your philosophy. That's right, Lethal. It didn't kill him, it made him stronger, eventually. You know what cures midlife crises? Luxury sedans. If Zartine outlives SKS, I'll eat my own hat. What age did SKS's character live to? I know SKS still outlived my personal character. Those videos never got uploaded because my Zeus died, but he died of complications resulting from diabetes. The diabetes. Do you remember off the top of your head, Larian? Without having to consult YouTube? Okay. The diabetes. I'm Wilford Bradley, and I'm here to talk to you about diabetes. Wonder if he's still alive. Hopefully he didn't die from complications resulting from diabetes. Okay. While you are on a sightseeing cruise, you hear a cry and see a small boy fall over the railing into the water. There doesn't seem to be enough time to call for help because the boat is moving too quickly. Motherfuckers! Do you not know who the fuck Zartine is? Zartine is a goddamn pimp, motherfucker. He saves lives. He stopped a store robbery. He punched a bully in the fucking stomach or the face, one of the two. That man had 3% physical. He ate poison. He ate motherfucking poison. You think he's gonna be stopped by some water? Who the fuck you think you people are? Zartine is the motherfucking badass. He's a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Calmness is a trait that is central to your personality. In this instance, you use it to react quickly and efficiently. As you enter the water, you spot the boy about 25 yards to your left. Help is coming! Fuck it. Save your energy. I'm an old man. I might need it. Calling out to the boy would have bolstered his spirits and helped orient him in the proper direction. By the time you reach him... Oh. He has disappeared beneath the waves. A small motorized raft is heading toward you. You are thanked for your brave effort. His experience is starting to... Who didn't teach the kid how to fucking swim? Was he not wearing a fucking life vest? What the fuck was he doing by the railing without a goddamn life vest? The fucking parents need to be drawn and quartered. You fucking dumbasses. A, you put the kid in a life vest. B, you teach the kid how to swim. Two choices. Just another life in the long, tragic history of Zartine. Watch, the boy's name was John. Whatever happened to John? You remember John? You were letting him fall to his death? What about your friend? You were playing on top of that gigantic rock. What about him? He fell to his death. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I know, Larry, and he did die while he was playing baseball. I knew that much. I just didn't know whatever age. I mean, it's possible. I mean, the life vest is not going to perfectly preserve you. I had one instance where I was playing around the pool, and I ended up, after getting launched by my brother, I was inverted in that one of those little tubular things that go around your stomach, and my legs were kicking in the air. And my brother thought it was hilarious. My mom was the one who ended up rescuing me. Like, ha ha ha, you dumbass! Ha ha, I launched you and now you're drowning because you can't, flip yourself over, lol. I'm like fucking 6 or 7. Fucking brother was a douchebag anyway. He overpowered me so much because, at his grown height, he was 6'4". He wore a size 17 shoe before adolescence wore off and his feet actually shrunk a little bit. So yeah, experience, tragedy. But at least we know we fucking tried. Calling out to the boy would have bolstered his spirits and helped orient him in the proper direction. Maybe he shouldn't have been a dumb fuck. Normally, whenever you're in the middle of drowning and what have you, with your head being sunk in the ocean, it's difficult for you to hear things because you're too busy going, "Oh my God, I'm about to die." I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. 60 years and 6 months old, we've tried to save the lives of multiple people. They're going glug, glug, glug. That's right. 45% physical, super calm, super confident, expressive, gentle, happy, and thoughtful. Not so trustworthy, but, he's from the internet, right? With $93,000. You know what? We're going to smooth over any potential feelings of guilt with what happened there. We're going to go buy some more shit. I think we deserve we deserve a library of books to drown our sorrows. There we go. Intellectual sphere rises slightly. Your father's eyesight is beginning to fail him, and his reflexes. Oh, sorry guys. I'm just saying, if I'm 60, and my father's eyesight is just beginning to fail him now, and his reflexes aren't as quick as they used to be now, my dad's done a pretty fucking good job. Good job, bro, Dad. Good job. However, he refuses to turn in his driver's license. Although he really drives, when he does, he is an absolute menace. You are sure that he will wind up either killing either himself or an innocent person. Well, it is proven that I hate old people. Bro, Dad, you gotta stop killing people. I'm gonna try to reason with Bro Dad. Bro Dad's full of reason. Bro Dad helped me many times over the course of life whenever I was younger. Why, he was even part for my birth. And he watched over my bed after I poisoned myself, and he prayed for me. He prayed for Zartine. He prayed for the entirety of the internet. You try to explain that he might hurt himself. Nonsense! What's the matter with you? Do you think I'm a child? I can take care of myself. Empathy does not always soothe the savage beast. Your father feels as if an important decision were being made for him. Well, you can take care of yourself, but what about the people you're going to fucking murder as if you were a drunk driver? This is very upsetting to older people. After spending a lifetime being responsible for your children, it is hard to accept their attempts to be responsible for you. He doesn't give up the license, and ends up murdering a family of 4 the next day. The savage breast? Yes, the savage breast. Well, how old is Bro Dad? We're 61. So you could probably add at least 15 years, I'd say at least. More like in the realm of 20, though. Be more comfortable, 20. So he's at least, I'd say, his 80s. Now the true question is, will we manage to outlive Bro Dad? The world may never know. Your accountant suggests some creative accounting techniques that are guaranteed to reduce the amount of money you will be giving Uncle Sam this year. The techniques have one minor disadvantage. They are in that gray area of accounting practices that fall dangerously close to being, heaven forbid, illegal. Well, they might fall dangerously close to being illegal, but if they're actually legal, then it's actually okay to do them. You see, this is how the world works, people. There are 2 flavors here. It's black and white. It's either you're violating the law, or you're not violating the law. Now, you can pull out that whole in practice or in spirit bullshit. Really 2 types. Are you breaking the law, or are you not breaking the law? You can be all like, he was morally and ethically responsible. Fuck you. Is it legal, or is it illegal? It falls dangerously close to being illegal, but there's no third flavor, so it's actually legal. And since I make fuck tons of money, that means it's okay. How gray the area is depends on the skill of your accountant, your willingness to see things his way, and the probability that your tax return will be flagged for an audit. It's April Fool's Day, a mere fortnight away from the Day of Reckoning. Don't trust creative accounting techniques. It's not tax evasion. Don't ... do it. This game is going to troll you hard. Elite liberals pay their axes. Don't do it, Zartine. Isn't this standard practice for entrepreneurs? On the list of things to not fuck with, the IRS is the top list. I don't know. Tons of people do it every year, right? They call it creative accounting, that it's above what accountants should already do. It's most likely actually illegal. We've already explained this. I mean, if it comes dangerously close to being illegal, but it's not actually illegal, then it's legal. Of course, the federal government tends not to care about your distinctions, because only the federal government allows the federal government to use those distinctions. Gotta be confident. Zartine has rolled the dice plenty of times in his day. He ate poison, motherfucker. Bravo, big fella. That's the spirit. How aggressively do you want the accountant to pursue the quest for refund? Why is the preposition capitalized? Wait, not a preposition. It's like a conjunction. Well, no, it's being used as the whatever. We'll say slightly aggressively. I mean, I'm making fuck tons of money. Let's not get carried away here. It's not a big deal. It's completely legal. Let's not try to do too many legal things. You're not rich enough. I know. Moderate moves are the best. Now, let's be conservative in our actions. LOL. You are operating within a certain margin of tolerance and decency. Your savings are unscrutinized and unquestioned. That's right. Zartine is a badass motherfucker. And you guys said it was a trap. This won't even cover the couch move. I know. That's crazy lethal. It's crazy. See, this is what happens whenever I majestically take control of Zartine's life instead of leaving it to pollsters. We do a good job. Now that I said that, bad things will happen. I hope not. I'd hate for that to come back and bite me in the ass. Alright. At the last minute, you become the only person available to drive a group of 5 howling, screeching, rambunctious, overactive first graders. How did this happen? Am I like a granddad or some shit? I'm in my 60s. How did this happen? Am I a part of the PTA? Motherfuckers! Fucking kids! God damn it! Oh, man. Not horrified, just, I've dealt with kids in my day. I personally have volunteered to work with children who are this age. Done shit like this. The museum, whenever I do things. I end up interacting with kids a lot. It's not a big deal. Just go ahead and drive the kids. It'll be over soon. On the way to the play, there is the usual catastrophe. 7-year-old high-pitched squeals with an occasional stop that. One child is nervous about the play and requests that you pull over for a moment to release some of his butterflies along with today's lunch. Fucking kids, remember, you are an entrepreneur. You make fuck tons of money. It's okay. After this event, the other children banish him to a corner of the car with chants of gross, gross, gross. When you arrive at the school auditorium, you are informed, excuse me, gross! 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 When you arrive at the school auditorium, you are informed of the catastrophe. The giant mushroom has fallen ill with chicken pox. Would you be willing to fill in for him? Please? Fucking kids. Jones Man 64. Back in my day, we drank poison. Where'd this community service come from? Old people and kids, the two things. Actually, Shinigami, I love kids. I don't have a problem with kids at all. Old people, fuck old people. But kids, they're my future. They're the future, man. I don't have a problem with kids. Kids are fine. Say yes, it exploded into a large cloud, mushroom cloud. Fucking kids. Fine. Bravo. Your giant mushroom performance is riveting. You could easily win the Tony Award for Best Supporting Role as a Fungus. Fantastic. Best fungus ever. You have a small appliance that is broken but can definitely be fixed with a little tinkering. Well, my dad and I have gotten into arguments about this situation, and he'd be like, you know, I'm not knowledgeable enough about mechanical and sorts of things, so what am I going to do in the situation where, I need something fixed? And it's like, well, Dad, as a matter of fact, there are professionals, and while it might be a little inconvenient, they might charge hundreds of dollars. Let me count on my... Oh, wait. I don't have enough phalanges to count the number of times you have broken something in your attempts to fix it, Father. Which case, he would promptly smack me upside the head with his can of beer, and I would cry and go to my room. Those were the days. Okay, so... Who built my bonus room? Probably whoever built the house several decades ago. I know, Lethal, I wasn't lead mushroom. What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck? Motivated to repair it or lazy? There's no hire someone to repair it option? What the hell? Okay. I guess it's just a simple appliance. Thinking about what I would do in this situation, well, I could tinker with it. I'm thinking about what I do. Like, what I do in life. Whenever it comes to, like, computer shit, yeah, sure, if it's my computer, I'll take it apart and fix it. I actually understand the computer, so I can try to fix that shit on my own. But if it was like, take apart this gigantic stove and try, I'd be like, whoa, we gotta buy a new one. Well, I'm motivated to repair it, but throw it out and buy a new one anyway. I don't know whether the broken light bulb counts as an appliance, XSI. I think the stove that has a broken light bulb counts as an appliance. I know, Moogie Moogle, it's all bullshit. Fine, we'll just buy a new one. Sometimes the amount of aggravation something like this can cause far outweighs the practical value of fixing it. Very true. Sometimes things just break. They fail their saving throws. Things just happen. No, Larian. This room is actually part of the garage, and it's pretty much, it's not exactly the attic, but it might as well just count as it. It's like right above the garage of the house. This was something that, I don't know, maybe it was modified by several prior occupants of the house, but this totally existed whenever my family moved in here. Challenge: repair the main server. The internet's only a big computer. Okay, let's try this one out. Since you are getting on in years, your friends suggest that a physical exercise program might be beneficial to you. A health club might not be a bad idea. Well, I make fuck tons of money making widgets or top hats or whatever. I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, fuck my friends for being douchebags. Zartine's never been the healthy sort over the course of his life. He's had a lot of problems, but you know, what the hell? Let's go ahead and do it anyway. Sure. Just to amuse them. Why not? I visited that fucking Card reader for the amusement of my friends. Let's go through this too, because I'm old and I have nothing better to do. The price of a membership is $500. You know what? Sure. After a week of sweating and toiling, you feel worse than when you began. Do you honestly think you can keep up with this? Is that a challenge? Well, fuck you, you goddamn preachy motherfucking son of a bitch who created this motherfucking game. Do you not know how exercise works? Oh yeah, sure, you feel like shit for a while, but you know what fucking happens after that? According to what I've heard in historical accounts, either people feel better, people get heart attacks and die. There are no other options. Fuck you. You certainly have the self-discipline needed for sticking to a rigorous exercise program. It's like the 80s version of insanity. How about joining a nice aerobics class to get your heart in shape? My heart is in shape. Thank you very much. Right in my chest. Let's not get carried away here. You know, let's not go excessive here. Couldn't I buy 2 or more fitness machines for that? Yeah, but purchasing something is not the same as showing the dedication of time. That is true, Moogie Moogle. Drinking poison didn't kill me, so you're a sardine, so, you know, health club sure as shit won't, right? The class is full of women at least 15 years your junior. Wendy is fond of wearing exercise togs that are cut low in the front and high on the sides. Getting in shape might be fun than you think. And a 1, bounce, and a 2, bounce. At the end of a 6-week program, your body looks terrific, but you will need a strong eyeglass prescription from the optical strain. 64 years old. The physical sphere definitely did not change at all. Whatever. We have over $100,000. We are full of money. Let's go buy some more stuff with our money. We haven't bought, you know, since we're having like a sports, you know, sort of shit going here, let's buy some sports equipment. Why not? I will assume you would use the equipment you buy at least a little before you throw it in the bottom of the closet. Fantastic. And we have just passed through middle adulthood after buying some sports equipment. Your family life has been good. No, Larry, we actually have a townhouse now. During this phase of life, your body doesn't always respond the way your mind would like it to. A sore back after a hard day's work or sore feet and legs after a long walk are not uncommon. In general, you are not very healthy. What? Well, then again, Zartine has never been very healthy, so I guess that's okay. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about drugs or alcohol ruining your health. Yeah, as far as I know, Joan's been 64. It's just like, my wife and Zartine's daughter. I don't think we had any of their kids besides that. I didn't even visit them at all this entire phase, middle adulthood. Socially, you're doing quite well. I hope that you and Tony are enjoying your lives together. Yeah, sure, I haven't spoken to her in like 20 years. It's totally cool. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, your trustworthiness and sense of fair play are obvious to most people around you. Even though we all have our secrets, you're doing a very good job keeping your wilder side under control. You seem to have negotiated your midlife crisis without becoming depressed. You can be sensible and understanding. You're usually cool, calm, and collected. People see you as an extremely wise person. They rely on you often for advice and are pleased with the results they get from interacting with you. Good job, Zartine. Way to go. That's good job right there. Fantastic. Wisdom through attrition. Eat poison and become wise. Wise because you bought an entire library. Well, you did make that wise investment that netted you 50K, yes. Wise choices like jumping off a boat. Oh, Internet. You're just full of wisdom today. The poison was actually a potion of wisdom that was expired, so had a side effect. Of course. Oh, good times. The next phase of life is full of mixed blessings. You may feel old and lonely some days, and cheerful and strong in others. So that's pretty much how I feel how I felt every day since I was a teenager. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, preachy game. Yeah. Thanks. What is this, my fucking horoscope? Our society certainly has its share of prejudices against older folks. Oh, yes, they do. But you can have rich and rewarding experiences despite this. Wisdom, you say? It takes many nails to make a crib, but only one screw to fill it. You will have your chance to thumb your nose at people who think you are too old to live it up a little. After all, you were doing most of these things and enjoying them long before these people were toilet trained. That's right, like bingo night. What about the paladin, the night guy from Spirit Engine? You know, the old man was an exception. He did live it up quite a lot, and he proved himself. And at the end, he died, so everything is okay. Welcome to old age. It is not white hair that engenders wisdom. Meander. An unidentified fragment. Wow. You know, it's been some time since I played this game, and so, old age is full of a lot of, physical things. I forgot this. Oh, old age. 65 years old, straight up. Doing a good job all around. 47% physical sphere. Those icons don't foreshadow a fucking thing, I know. Walking into the sunset. Oh, Larian. Oh, Larian. You keep trying, man. You keep trying. Good luck me, good luck you. One day you will get those keys correct. Calm, confident, expressive, gentle, happy, and thoughtful, and kinda trustworthy. With over $100,000 in the bank. Do the sunset one before the end of the game? It's the Lich tile? Okay. Keep that in mind. Alright. Well, let's see what we got. No chance our team will make it with 45 or so physical, but here's the hoping. Access high. Zardine has lived a life full of people telling him that he couldn't achieve, that he couldn't live, after he ate poison, and had 3% physical, and fought off bullies, and played on dangerous shit, and watched a person jump to his death. Okay. The thought occurs to you that it might be economical, practical, and convenient to putter around town on a small motorcycle. No. No. A golf cart? Yes. That's what my grandfather had for several years before his death, and my dad actually has two, including a gas-powered one. The other one, I guess, is technically my mom's, because we have the one that my grandpa had. You know, and so he putters around like the old man that he is now. You know, he even goes, my dad. You know, he doesn't give a fuck about things anymore after all the near-death shit that he's been through. And so, you know, the golf cart doesn't have any seatbelts, the gas-powered one. But he'll still take it onto, like, the main roads, and the thing can do 45 miles an hour without a problem. It can actually go up to 60, so... Yeah. You know, you just drive by, you just go around the town. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Dad? Dad's like, I don't give a fuck. Fucking pay goddamn taxes for the fucking road maintenance and shit. Done that for all these fucking years of my life. Fucking drive on him if I fucking well please. If he had a beer can, he'd probably hit me with it. Stop blaming you for the poison thing. I'll blame you all I want. I have a story for the other end of a tractor. A 9-year-old driving a tractor down the road, and the police pull up. Are you sure Zartine isn't having a midlife crisis now, going out to buy a motorcycle? I don't know. I figured that he has nothing to do with his money but, like, make top hats and shit. So he's like a fucking capitalist in like Victoria or some shit. You know how the capitalist in Victoria? I don't know if you guys, how many of you like extensively played it, but you know you have like your capitalist and you're trying to run like a free sort of enterprise where the government personally is not controlling and making the factories, so you have to rely on the capitalist to do that shit for you, and you're hoping for like automobile factories, airplane factories, you know, like tank factories, and they're making, you know, fucking clothes factories. Motherfuckers, quit making top hats. Do shit. Canned goods factories. I am not a big fan of Paradox Games, XSI. Crusader Kings was my primary joy. Victoria's kind of there, though. I don't have a problem with it every now and then. Yeah, fertilizer factories, goddamn capitalists. I think I'd be interested, but I think I'm not going to get a motorcycle. Okay. You know, it might be cool in the long run, but I think I'm gonna avoid it. You know, let's invest in a gas-powered golf cart instead. Are you not interested because you are afraid it is dangerous and you might get hurt? No, I'm not interested because I can't balance on a motorcycle because I was never good at riding a bike whenever I was a kid. No. Well, you must have your reasons then. That's right. Fuck you, game. I guess I'm worried. I'm not a bitch. Zartine's not afraid of getting hurt. Motherfucker, he ate poison. If you have a top hat, get a monoclonal. Yeah, my brother has a gas-powered golf cart too, Larian. Like, what the fuck? He's only in his 30s. In his early 30s. Come on, bro. Come on. God damn it. It fucking breaks down, I gotta go help him and shit. It's bullshit. Let's go to this one. A young man walks up to you in the park and looks you square in the eye. Have you got a dime, he says. Yeah. It's cool that you're looking me square in the eye. Yeah, I got a dime. I mean, that's a factual question, and I give you a factual answer. Yeah, sure, I got a dime. I ain't giving you one, but I got a dime. You see, whenever you actually want something from people, you gotta ask them the right question. Fucking people. I don't think he means a dime as in 10 cents. Could be, Jones man. 64 could be. Could be. Should we think that deeply into it, though? I mean, exploiting old people, what a pro. I know. What a dick. I don't know how I want to handle this. Kick his ass at the trap. Oh, hey, Joshy Dark. Aggressive panhandling. Guess I can roll for it. I don't feel like flipping a coin. I'll roll 1d4, and odds will say generous, and evens will be not generous. We'll go with that. Toting the working class proletariat off for mingling with the great upper class. He's gonna rob you for your change, run away. I'd tell him to mow my lawn. Okay. I'm gonna be suspicious. I guess we could still be suspicious and give him the dime. That's just weird. I wonder if we can do that. Not feeling generous, but we can give him the dime. Why not? I didn't think so. You know that older folks are more susceptible to robberies and other violent crimes than younger ones. Perhaps this young man is trying to set you up. If you try to run away, he will surely catch you. He is too large to fight. What will you do? Oh, it is time for old people to shine. Because, this is part of how I used to I scared one bully like this, back in my younger years by crazy antics. And I mean, so folks who may have watched Hey Arnold back in the day know that Arnold scared away Harold, the bully, by pretending he's crazy. It certainly fits the bill of old people. Old people are crazy. Fantastic. You begin to sing the Star-Spangled Banner at the top of your lungs. The boy repeats, "Excuse me, sir, do you have the time?" You must not have heard him correctly. Perhaps your hearing is beginning to fail. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Don't you fucking press that off on me. The motherfucker obviously knew what I was doing, because he's a sharp kid who was trying to set me up for mugging. And then he was like, "Oh, hey, this old guy is actually crazy. Let me just pot it off and, make him seem like he's going senile and old." Fuck you, kid. Fucking intelligent. I know this shit. It's not my fault. Ain't gonna fucking set me up like that. Fucking kids. I know, Moogie Moogle, he's a pro. It's all bullshit. Apparently I'm not as calm as I used to be anymore, though. Alright. You've been thinking about calling up an old friend for a get-together. Perhaps you can discuss old times and have a few laughs. Sure! You hunt for his number a while, then dial it carefully. It is so hard to see those small numbers sometimes. The voice on the other end sounds foreign. For a moment you wonder who could it be, possibly a relative. When you ask for your friend, there is a long pause. Uh-oh. How did I know this might happen? "That gentleman passed on about 4 years ago," he says. "I'm sorry." By now, news like this is becoming routine. You spend the morning contemplating your own end. You can... Zartine will not give in to this bullshit. What the fuck? This is difficult, but in this phase of life very necessary. You are a survival-oriented individual. It is easy to give in to depression and despair in this phase of life. Your positive attitude will keep you healthy and vital. Larian, quit bothering over the age. Zartine is 67. And he's actually going to buy some shit now to make himself feel better as he's rolling in his cash. Excuse me. We're actually going to buy some, what the hell? Let's buy some photo equipment. Why not? Let's buy a computer-controlled, fully electronic camera. We already have a boat. Ah, poor Zartine. His friends are dying and they're only... I'm trying to... If you can outlive... Wow. Okay, Larian. It's okay. You can relax, dude. It's fine. It's okay. It's just a game. A game that lots of people interacted with in the past for fun. And many people, including myself, were amazed that Zartine somehow lived through it all. Chill out. It's okay. Another toy with lights and buttons to play with. It takes good pictures, but must be handled very delicately. I know. I've ruined a camera before. It's okay. A group of men are getting together and forming a softball league called the Senior Sluggers. In order to play in this league, you have to be 65 or older. The idea seems like a worthwhile way of getting exercise. Sure, why not a softball team? Although it's not, baseball, but still, hey, softball. Soft like applesauce. Okay, the rules of being in this league are as follows. No sliding, underhand pitching only. Every player in the league must dress in full uniform for every scheduled game. What position would you like to play? I will be... Whenever I've done this stuff, I've always liked to be, personally, in the infield. I've never been a big fan of like baseball or like softball related things, but whenever I did play, it was like infield stuff. My brother was a more active person. He actually played outfield. I do infield stuff. That's the spirit. You try out for your position and make the starting team. In the ninth inning, a high pop fly is hit directly to you. You thrust out your glove in an attempt to field the ball. The excitement of the play fills your whole body. The ball thunks solidly into the glove, knocking you off balance. Your heart is beating furiously from the thrill of making the play. You feel happy and carefree, just like a child again. Suddenly, the field begins to fade and turn black. The last thing you see are players from both benches running out to greet you for making such a great play. Something's wrong. You can't run toward them. Your body and hands won't respond to your wishes, but instead of feeling frustration, you feel great peace. How you only wish you could have said goodbye. Like the theme of, it's kind of amusing in a way, like the theme of this broadcast whenever I started it. If you stream it, they will come from Field of Dreams. He ends up going out in a softball game, happy, which not every person gets to do. A lot of people, we can't exactly choose the way we end up going, but to die happy and carefree, and joyful instead of depressed and sick and riddled with all sorts of horrible things. Considering how so many people tried to get Zartine killed with poison and the tumultuous life he lived, that's a pretty gentle and calm and I'd say inspiring way to die. Like, the ways to die, that one's a pretty cool one, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm pretty sure Bro Dad didn't outlive me. Would never want the parent to have the responsibility of burying the child. My parents are dead. He died from a pleasure overload. That's right, Griffin God. At a softball field with old guys running towards you. Should have bought that motorcycle though? Nah. Like I said, balancing out motorcycles is just bad. Just bad. Right, we're still married. Had great spheres towards the end. 47 physical sphere for Zartine is immensely and incredibly strong. Ended up getting, a lot less calm, in his old advanced age. But, ultimately he finished off great. And he left a lot of money behind for his his kid, his daughter, to just piss away and do stupid shit. Okay, that takes care of Alter Ego. My goal fulfilled. We finally finished Zartine's life. Good job, Zartine. Way to go. You outlived everyone's expectations. You impressed us all. Even whenever we wrote you off as dead. After everyone tried to kill you. You did a good job. You did a good job, Zartine. And you actually died happy. Which is probably better than how I'm gonna die. That takes care of that. Ah. The sunset is in your sleep, if I remember properly. Finished him. Rest in peace, Zartine, you lucky SPB. You didn't get the Lich card. Well, obviously I wouldn't have gotten the LITCH card. No, I don't think I'm gonna die bald. There's no history of baldness within several generations of my family. All the pictures of, like, my grandparents' ancestors all had, like, I think there's one or two mixed in there. But they also had no necks. Old people with no necks. I'm not worried about baldness. I think baldness is the least of my concerns. Uh, Everyone mourned the loss. Rip Zartine, the Chucklefuck Lord. He wasn't the Lord of Chucklefucks. He just ended up getting shoved in. Just fate. Oh, man. All right. That was pretty inspirational overall. Like I said, that's actually a pretty happy death, all things considered. I mean, I know people from, elementary, middle, high school, even college who have already died now. And, I've got to say, none of them ended going out in a pleasant way. So, Zardine, you've achieved what many end up not doing. Wasn't exactly dying on your own terms, but you died happy. You're gonna die of diabetes? Wonder what Zartine will do when he gets news about his death. XSI, I know how I'll die. I'll go bear shooting and I'll forget to pull the cord. Good times all around. Well, I'm glad this broadcast went pretty well. I had a lot of bandwidth, and apparently you guys never mentioned any problems pertaining to, like, audio or video quality or Twitch giving us all the middle finger. I consider that an excess all around. Apparently I didn't even drop, frames and shit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Such a set of... Yeah, a set of you knows... The I try to translate there. I'm trying. Oh, man. Everyone who dies before you is a victory for your soul or just against your sanity. No, Well, you might have corrected the knowing bit, but such a sad of you. It still doesn't make sense. Oh, it's nice that we can all gather together and laugh about this. Good times. Well, what time is it? 3:30. Well, I think I'm done for the afternoon. Had ourselves a good time. I broadcasted for ultimately about like 2 hours, I think. And wrapped up Alter Ego. I actually, for the first time, got to test out what the paid version of XSplit Broadcaster is like, because I bought it in like early August and then didn't use it for the entirety of August. Worked out pretty well. And we wrapped up Alter Ego, so we wrapped up that branch of our lives. Have I learned any of those Romance of the Three Kingdoms moon runes yet, Grim? More like an hour and a half. No. I'm pretty sure I know whenever I started broadcasting better than you people might know when I start broadcasting. No, I haven't learned any of the moon runes. My desktop background? Yeah, I just put this together actually today. And you can actually see this to some extent on my channel page, even though it's hard to really get a good view of the channel backgrounds and whatever. This is just a small snippet, like 640 by 480, what have you. Although it's big cut down there at the bottom. Yeah, we just have various, like a collage of game boxes of the games I played for the channel. Spirit Engine 2 is up there. Harlan Nelson's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, of course, and some of the others coming out. Chronologues cut off there on the right, along with the Aerobiz box. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is down there too. It's ahead for the PC version of RTK4. The top of that is Galciv 2, and of course you can see the Unreal Tournaments right there. And some of the Mag Venture games as well. Have you ever played the strategy mode of Star Control 1? Yeah, I have. Not much, but I'm pretty sure I have at some point in the past 20 plus years. Now I have the fucking deja vu tune stuck in my head. I guess I can spend some time answering some more questions. Why not? Maybe I'll think of something to play and fucking harass you all with in your fucking email inboxes. He started broadcasting again. Shit, run. Nothing else? My cool. I wish it was on Star Control 2. Yeah, like a more strategic element for like the combat system would have been nice instead of how it ultimately ends up playing out. Like, each ship, tends to have counters, but with like say the flagship, you can pretty much take care of anything. And eh. But then again, I'm more of like a strategic and tactical person, except whenever it comes to like say Shining Force. In games like that, oh, that is going to be, it's going to be fun. Anything else? Well, I've asked you about it if you actually accept that Rico's perfect being. Actually, that is something. The cover of it's actually hard to see this because it's actually on the right side of the image. But if you go to the channel page and find it on the background, you'll actually see the channel background. Like the Phantasy Star 4 cover is there. And you pretty much have Rika there in her skin-tight leather get-up. And she actually has normal hair. She actually looks like a decent human being with her claws equipped on her hands. She actually looks like a decent human being. She doesn't even have cat ears. It's fucking amazing. Have I watched Firefly before? Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it. Hello, Nightshade. You've reached the end. No elf ears, Larian. Do you have a song that you have a tendency to spontaneously start humming? The Deja Vu thing was just like an example of one. Do 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 do. But I'll do other things too. Just depends on what crops up in my brain. I've played thousands of games over the years, so tunes end up getting stuck in my head sometimes. I'll do like do 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 from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Are there any themes I dance on the spot to? No. No dancing. I'm okay with that. Not on the spot. That actually has to be a conscious decision. I mean, I might like tap my foot or something, but not like fucking break it down. Like the old man I am. Not jiggling. Not like fucking Stretch Armstrong. I don't need to go, woo! Arm jiggle, woo! Alright. I think we're good to go then. When's the next broadcast gonna be? I don't know, whenever I feel like broadcast again. Bandwidth was pretty good today. I don't know if it'll be good like that in the future, but if something happens, and I don't feel like recording Romance of the Three Kingdoms 10, or Syndicate, or Shining Force, I might end up here on Twitch. I don't know, we'll see. All of you folks who ended up attending this thing anyway are folks who have are following my Twitch channel, so just keep an eye out for your email and you'll get all the scoop. I'll talk to you all later, I reckon. Bye! Wait, Dolwyn, decided what game I want to play for the charity stream yet? Snapwave, Matt, and Dave get Daved haven't gotten back to me with anything yet. I know like a few snippets of things that at least Get Dave was talking about, in particular like PMs and stuff, since I'm guaranteed to at least be available for the entire time. Artemis is probably an example of something, as well as well, I won't spoil anything else, but I don't know. I think Snapwave and Get Dave are going to end up doing some stuff on their own anyway that I'm going to end up not playing. Like the Old Republic, or whatever the hell that MMO is called. I don't know that, and I am not interested in playing it. Even if it were free. Like, even if you told me it were free and I just forgot, I still wouldn't be interested in playing it. How many games do I have left to play? I won't be recording it. It's gonna be on Snapwave's Twitch channel. I'm not recording at all. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I got, oh goodness, off the top of my head, let's just say I'm gonna be busy until 2013. I don't remember the exact count of games right now, but there's a few left. Red World, there is still a few left. And there is a variety of games mixed in there. I don't know whether any of them will be as agonizing as, say, Phantasy Star 4. There's going to be some that I really have invested in and I spent a lot of time playing, though. They're definitely not all blind, that's for sure. The original one, XCOM? Yeah. Played Darklands? Yeah, Polar Dash is playing that, or he might have actually finished it by now on his YouTube channel. I'm not entirely for sure. Darklands is interesting. Also be a pain in the ass to do, but you can exploit that and abuse the game mechanics in several ways. XCOM makes your head hurt from the difficulty. Poor Griffin. Yeah, you're not going to be seeing me play XCOM. That's not happening. I would have to have a massive change of heart in order for me to change my mind on that one. I heard G only lets you succeed at one game. That's because you got to get lucky like Ping. Ping is super lucky. Ping starts with like multiple gems. You had Ping's luck, you'd be able to succeed at life. Well, how about Darkseid 2 or XCOM? Look, I just said I'm not playing XCOM. You can't fucking ask the same thing. You're not gonna play XCOM? How about you play XCOM? Like, what? Doesn't make sense. As for Darkseid 2, maybe I would have played that if someone had stepped up during the Rewarding the Rewarders opportunity, but no one wanted to put in, and commit to seeing Mike Dawson, so hey, that's their fault. Darkseid 2, one of the worst games I have ever played in my entire life. Shadow President, I've played that before. Once, maybe? I don't think that's actually one of the games I have in old storage. I think I played it before, though. It's one of those strategy sorts of games, like Hidden Agenda, political simulator shit. No, Larian, I didn't request anything. Like, my commitments have been going to Extra Life. I didn't do anything of the sort. Besides, from what I understand, Plump's got, in the short amount of time that Plump had his offer open, because, he was raising money to build a new computer for himself, he got enough game requests. I don't know, Larian. Someone did, that's cool. I didn't, though. I think I did comment on it as a joke, like, woo, Daggerfall's back on the table, but no. I mean, I kind of put the $150 that I had floating around into fucking Extra Life. The children matter more than getting Plump a new computer. Not Cart Life. Well, I've heard of it before, Herbivomicon. I don't really know anything about it. I have lots of games that I gotta play. I don't have time to go looking up on the internet and looking up new games. Too many games, man. Floating money. I don't have telekinesis. My money just floats naturally. It's part of how it is. The only money I invest in is floating money. I'm in a deal to do D&D? I don't know about a deal. There were, like, no terms of arrangement or agreement. I don't think. You know, Larian, if you keep sticking that tongue face out, one of these days someone is going to chop it off. I end up saying that to folks who constantly end up using one of the emoticons or some shit. It's like in real life, if I met someone who constantly stuck their tongue out, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You have something on your chin? You like testing the air and the temperature by sticking out the tongue? What the hell? Oh, the Dungeons and Dragons stuff is happening on Griffin God's Twitch channel, which I have no interest in recording on my own. Fuck that, I don't have to record. Someone else has to do it. You're right, it is a nasty habit. Flashing your organs to someone else. Shame on you. Go back to your corner. Yeah, All Dragon. I started in '95 with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition, but over the years I've gone back to, and tried out with friends, like, as a gimmick, like the Red Box and, other stuff like that, just to try them out, see what they were like. Things have come pretty far. I was actually surprised that, to hear about, Wizards of the Coast actually, coming out with their latest edition of Dungeons and Dragons so soon. I've never actually played the 4th edition before. I'm not gonna make any stated any judgments or critiques on it because I never did that. It's just that it's only been 4 years since D&D 4e came out. It just seems different and weird compared to how. Hold on. It's just different, huh? Did I ever play the computer games from SSI? I might have one or two. I never really liked the old like computer like dungeon crawlers though. I wasn't so interested in that. I'd rather have actually been at a tabletop. Well, the party needs an arcane sort of guy, so it would have been an arcane sort of guy. And my character fits the arcane sort of guy with his knowledge and the things that he brings to the table, even though he's a cleric. Sorcerers practice arcane magic, Larian. I mean, I can't really answer your D&D question seriously. You didn't know that a crowbar was in the equipment section, so, I mean, what do you really know? I don't really know, Toby. I probably didn't. Russ is watching you. This is most certainly the end. It has actually gone beyond the end. You know M0? Yeah, I actually haven't seen the 2012 event that they just did. Uh, I'm waiting for that to actually get onto waiting for them to like edit that and put it on D&D Wizards before I take a look at it. I was actually saving it for a rainy day, but I did just start before I started this broadcast. I actually started listening to the podcast they did in August before the event, where they actually sat down and explained the new addition to the guys. Except for Will Wheaton, because he wasn't there. Because Will Wheaton is motherfucking Will Wheaton, and he doesn't have to be there. And I was actually curious, to see how it was, since I had never played D&D 4e before, to hear what they had been changing with it. Anyway, with that though, it is go time. If I decide to change my mind, will you guys with the notification just like you did before? Someone has to answer Larian's questions because I don't give a fuck anymore. He can do Google research. Fuck you all!